Here we back. Now, I wasn't going to do this video because, I didn't want to do this video because I didn't want to give it any attention. But when you got individuals such as Oshay Duke Jackson going on his platform and amplifying false information, you left me with no choice. So I got to talk about it, right? There's this running rumor on social media that Burna Boy has said that FBAs, right? FBA, African Americans, have no culture. Nobody can pull up a video of Burna Boy saying this. Nobody can pull up a quote of Burna Boy saying this. It's just some bullshit that started with Tariq Nasheed and it kind of spread like wildfire throughout social media, right? And today I'm going to attack it, right? So I'm going to play a clip from Oshay Duke Jackson's Celebrity Junk channel. He dropped a video on it today. And just like everybody else saying this statement, Oshay did not attach any video or statement or quote of Burna Boy saying this. He ranted and raved for 10 minutes straight, ran his mouth, and could not even provide any documentation or evidence of Burna Boy saying that African Americans had no culture. Right? So I'm going to call Oshay out today. I'm going to tag him in the video. And Oshay, I want you to go on your main channel and I want you to make a video of Burna Boy saying specifically that African Americans have no culture directly. Not something where you imply that he said it from a statement or he meant this or you assume he meant that. I want you on your main channel, your big boy channel, to show Burna Boy saying that African Americans had no culture. Because everybody's running with this shit that Tariq Nasheed planted the seed for, and nobody can provide any documents or any documentation or any evidence. So I'm calling you out, and I'm gonna play the clip, and I'm gonna come back on my commentary. Let's go.
But Burna Boy has been saying something to the effect or insinuating that, African Americans don't have any culture. And that is very interesting for Burna Boy to say that. And I have this screenshot on the Neighborhood Talk, and somebody says that Burna Boy is previewing a new song called City Boy, sampling Jeremiah's Birthday Sex song, right? And it's interesting because when you look at him in this particular video, brother Burna Boy looks like, I mean, if you look at him, he looks like an African American. He has braids like one. He has the earring in the ear. He has the watch, the tattoo on his hand, all of this. And I just want to say this as a brother out of love, okay? Now, when you talk about African Americans not having culture, then why is it when I'm looking at this photo, I'm seeing African American / black hip hop culture all around? I see all that inspiration. So, bro, what are you talking about? And I want to talk about when you have no culture. Your culture will do something to help your people. So for all of these people who say they have so much culture, what does your culture do to assist your people on the come up since you have so much more than everybody else? I want to know. If you have culture that is so much greater than somebody else, then how does it elevate your group, since you need to show us clearly so we can be like y'all? I see the Chinese or the Lebanese or other groups, when they say they have more culture than anybody else, I mean, it's showing by the way that they take care of their groups.
All right, let's get into it. How did this rumor begin that Burna Boy allegedly said that African Americans had no culture? It was this clip taken, or his quote taken from an interview. Take a look up on the screen. This article right here. Burna Boy believes there's something deeper at work when it comes to his popularity in the United Kingdom. Most of the people from the UK, if not all the black people from the UK and people of color, they all know where they're from, he says. They know exactly where their roots are. This, he says, makes it easier for people to tune into his wavelength. It took longer for his music to find an audience in the United States. This, he says, is a consequence of African Americans not having the same close connection to Africa. Unfortunately, the brothers in the United States have been stripped of their whole knowledge of self, he says, so it's a bit harder for them, When he collaborated with the United States rappers YG and Future, he said he was bringing my brothers home. Now, in that interview right there, Burna Boy was being asked, how come your music, they were strictly asking him a business question. How come the music that you are selling is more profitable in Europe or, in the United Kingdom, in London? How come it's not connecting in the United States as much as other parts of the world? And logically, strictly from a demographic standpoint, in Europe, there's a large demographic of Africans and Caribbeans, and the whole Afrobeat sound is very compatible with that audience. And Burna Boy is actually one of the very few public figures, forget artists, Burna Boy is one of the few people in the spotlight actually preaching a message of wherever you are from. It doesn't matter what nation you come from. If you black, you my family. Burna Boy has went on many platforms preaching that exact message, where he said that directly. Not where you twisted his words and try to imply what he said. No, he directly said on many occasions, if you black, let's connect. If you black, let's put our money together, let's connect. That's exactly why in this article, it says towards the end, when he collaborated with YG and Future, he felt like he was bringing his brothers home because he was connecting with his brothers from the United States, bringing them back to Africa, bridging that gap. he was not trying to sow seeds of division. He was actually trying to bridge the gap. But somehow that kind of got twisted. And because he said, oh, you don't know where you are from. So now people took that as, they took that and they said that Burna Boy says we don't have culture. Let me give a reality check to black people around the world, right? When you go to black countries overseas, there's large segments of the population, especially out in the countryside. There's large segments of the population that doesn't have access to education, that is basically illiterate, right? And even in the United States, I'm not going to put out the stats. There's a large segment of the population that cannot read and write at an adequate grade level. So when you combine this, it's no surprise how you see the article that I got up on the screen. It's no surprise how you have people that can read this and twist it into somehow Burna Boy was trying to insult somebody and say somebody has no culture. Even still to this day, nobody can pull up any evidence or documentation that Burna Boy directly said that African Americans don't have culture. So I'm going to chalk it up simply to the fact that a lot of you dudes cannot read, right? You read it probably at a 6th grade level. I know me personally in the 1st grade, I was already writing whole essays and shit like that, writing whole paragraphs. So I know my IQ and my reading comprehension is, I'm high flying compared to most of you dudes. Because none of y'all can pull up any quote or any evidence where Burna Boy said that any group of people didn't have any culture, when Burna Boy is one of the main people in the spotlight promoting unity amongst black people around the world. And going back to what Oshay said about Burna Boy embracing the hip hop image, right? Because he got Timberland boots on and he's wearing some jean shorts and things like that. Number one, that's a Louis Vuitton outfit, okay? That's a Louis Vuitton outfit. All that designer name brands, that's not black culture. That's European homosexual culture, first of all. And Timberland boots, that was made by some white dude, and I'm pretty sure that white dude, he didn't even want black people to wear his clothes, okay? I think he put out a statement saying that he wasn't trying to attack the urban market. He was not targeting the urban market. He was actually upset that his product was actually attached to the urban market because he felt that it decreased the value of the brand. All right. So all this, culture is some, a bunch of clothes that white dudes made. You need to stop that, bro. Oshay, you damn near 40 years old, bro. Turn the Tariq Nasheed broadcast off, bro. Turn the Tariq Nasheed off, bro. God damn, you about sounding about dumb as hell, bro. When you look at Burna Boy's outfit, head to toe, he's wearing a Wu-Tang hat. The Wu-Tang Clan, they were biting off Asian culture, okay? The Wu-Tang Clan, they was dick riding Asian culture. And the Louis Vuitton outfit, the Louis Vuitton jean jacket, the Louis Vuitton jean shorts, that's European homosexual culture. And the Timberland boots, them Timberland construction boots, that was made by a white dude who was not even targeting the urban market, and he was pissed off that black men started wearing his clothes. So you upset that Burna Boy was wearing some Timberland boots and some European clothes, claiming that he's attaching himself to hip-hop culture? And so what if Burna Boy was attaching himself to American hip-hop culture? That's what Burna Boy does. Wherever country he goes, he embraces the culture. Just like when he went to Haiti, he was one of the few artists to actually go on tour and make a stop in Haiti, and he embraced Haitian culture. Had the whole Haitian flag flying high up in the sky. When he went to Miami, he was wearing the Haitian flag. That's what Burna Boy does. I told you, he's somebody who preaches solidarity. Wherever he goes, he's gonna embrace the culture and show love. But for some reason, a lot of you 4th grade reading level ass niggas in the FBA movement, you trying to twist his words and make Burna Boy into somebody that he never was. And I'm not having that. And Oshay, you got a huge channel and you spreading some bullshit with no evidence. So like I said, I'm gonna need you to go on your big boy channel and respond to this video, and I need you to show me the video or the quote where Burna Boy said those African Americans, they have no culture. I want the quote. I want the direct quote. Because right now you full of shit. You know why? Because you a Tariq Nasheed dick rider. That's what you are. You're a grown man dick ride another man. Another man. You talking about you went to medical school. Oh, I'm a doctor. I'm a black man. I'm an educated black man. But you following behind Tariq Nasheed, somebody who never went to high school. And you claim to be somebody that we should listen to? Nah, you a clown. You a whole clown. You 10 times the bigger clown than Tariq Nasheed because you are the allegedly educated black man. So the educated black man following behind the black man who never went to school? Man, it's truly a shame. It's truly a shame. And you know what I truly think it is? I just think that a lot of you dudes, a lot of you grown ass men are just insecure. Just like when Akon was showing love to the Nigerians, you felt like it was an insult against you. When you had nothing to do with that conversation, you inserted yourself into the conversation because a lot of you dudes have a lot of insecurity in your heart. And I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm Haitian, so naturally I'm accustomed to my people getting slandered and disrespected. And we are built to have a tough skin because we know wherever we go, people gonna look down on us in some way, but we never gave a fuck, man. We always been the people who was proud. We never gave a fuck what nobody had to say. A lot of you dudes have some soft, thin skin. Soft as some paper towel. You niggas is bitches, bro. You niggas is soft, bro. Soft as some goddamn, as a baby's diaper, bro. Baby shit in a fucking wet diaper. You dudes is soft, man. Soft as hell. You could never be a Haitian, bro. With the amount of slander we get, you couldn't survive, bro. You couldn't survive. You couldn't even survive, man. You niggas, you grab some rope and jump off the goddamn Empire State Building if you ever was a Haitian. And as you did with what we went through since 1804, the constant slander we went through, and it brushed right off our shoulder, bro. You dudes soft, man. You dudes soft. And I wasn't even gonna make this video, man, because I got so many solid brothers in my circle, right? So many solid brothers that, you know, I don't like making these videos, but I gotta address these dudes that like Oshay Duke Jackson, man. But anyways, another reason why this rumor got started was Burna Boy was doing an interview. I believe it was right before a performance. He was about to hit the stage, and I'm about to play the clip in a little bit, but I'm gonna say it one more time. Oshay Duke Jackson, go on your Big Boy page, and I want you to drop the video, because you usually make reaction videos. You always play the clips and provide the evidence, but on this video, you didn't provide no evidence. You just ran your mouth for 10 minutes straight, chasing after ad dollars, man. Chasing after ad dollars, talking about you got all this money, but you just putting out false information just to get views, man. You dudes is broke, and you can't read. That's a shame. It's one thing to be broke, but to be broke and can't even read, 40 years old, still in school, nigga, I know you a dumb nigga. But anyways, I'm gonna play the clip and I'm gonna come back with my commentary. Let's go.
So I'm here with the man himself, the African giant Burna Boy, and I want to ask you, why is it important that the diaspora come home?
You know why? Okay, let's use America for example, right? Because we can use anywhere.
Yeah.
But let's just use America, right? Why do you think the Chinese American, has their respect, and they don't go through the things that African Americans go through? You know, even though they might go through their struggles, I'm not taking anything away from them, but they don't go through what the African American goes through. You know why? Because the Chinese American has a base. He actually knows where he's from in China.
Right. And they have support from the Chinese government.
You understand? Like the Italian American.
They have Italy.
They know where their grandparents came from in Italy before. They know the first person in their family to come to America to start that line that made them Italian American. They know. You understand what I'm saying? And same goes for everyone else except the African American. You understand what I'm saying to you? So how can an African American and an Italian American be on the same field when how do I put this in a nice politically correct way?
Now, in that video, long story short, Burna Boy was basically telling us the benefits that could occur if we connected with the African continent, right? The type of geopolitical leverage we'd be able to have as a diaspora if we were able to have that connection with the African continent. And as a Haitian myself, I feel like that was the missing link. I feel like if, for example, the same way the United States was able to develop, because around the same time the United States got its independence, Haiti got its independence, but the United States was able to industrialize and able to build off its partnerships that it had with European nations, whereas Haiti never got the same luxury, right, as a country in the Western Hemisphere to connect back with the African continent in the same way the United States was able to connect back with the European continent. And Burna Boy was talking about the benefits that occur if, as a diaspora, we would have a base in Africa, the same way the Chinese American community, they got their base back in China, right? The same way all these other groups, they got their base back home, right? That connects them with the diaspora here, whether it's supply chains, whether it's just political leverage, whether it's having somebody to advocate on your behalf that has the true leverage, you know what I mean? Like, because those of us in the West, we don't really have the same leverage as the African nations do back home, right? We don't got the natural resources over here in the West. They got that shit back home, and that's our birthright as descendants of West Africans, Central Africans, and just African descendants in general. And as per usual, Burna Boy was spitting that same message that he always spits, that message of solidarity, that message of unity. But they somehow twisted that and somehow twisted his message into assuming that Burna Boy was trying to say that African Americans don't know where they come from. And you know, a lot of these dudes, they have some type of, you know, these FBA dudes, these Tariq Nasheed dick riders, they have this, like, I don't know what it is. They don't believe they're African, right? A lot of them believe they're Native American. So Burna Boy, as a West African man, telling them that you need to establish a base, you know, telling them the benefits of connecting with Africa. A lot of those dudes, they don't want to hear it because they believe that they originated from North America, right? They're Native American Indians who never came from Africa. So a lot of these dudes, they have this, like, they're repulsed by Africa. And in the diaspora, we don't really have this problem. Like, I noticed it's very unique. It's very unique to North America. You have a large amount of blacks in North America who truly believe that they never came from Africa. You see, I'm Haitian. We don't have these conversations in Haiti. You know, we know where we came from Africa. And in fact, many of us know which actual, you know, tribes and nations we actually came from, because many of those cultural practices remain still to this day. So we know exactly which region we came from. A lot of the linguistic elements still remain still to this day. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We Africans. But in the United States, like Burna Boy said, it's not really the same thing. A large part of the community, they don't believe that they're Africans. A large amount does, but a lot of them don't. They think we Native Americans. We the Choctaw Indians. You know, it is what it is. But going back to what Burna Boy was saying, me personally, I've always been of the belief that we'll never be respected as black men, period, until we have a nation that's a superpower somewhere on the globe. I'm talking about a superpower that's got nuclear weapons, that got a world-class military, that got an economy that's booming. Until we have one nation anywhere on the planet that is a superpower that can compete with all the big boys, black men will never be respected. And that's never going to be possible unless we connect back with the continent, because the continent has all the leverage and all the resources we need to actually build a superpower. So what Burna Boy was saying, logically speaking, to intelligent black men, we already know what it is, but a large amount of the population, we know a lot of you boys is slow. We know a lot of you dudes is slow. That's why you follow behind Tariq Nasheed, somebody who dropped out in the 8th grade. And going back to what Oshay Duke Jackson was talking about, culture. How come when you guys have these conversations about culture, you never talk about the educated class, elite black American culture? You always say the black American culture is some dudes wearing Timberland boots, some dudes standing on the goddamn corner in front of the goddamn liquor store, smoking some weed, wearing tattoos and some bullshit like that. Why is that the culture you always talk about? What about the black men going to Ivy Leagues? What about that culture? What about the black men who come from multiple generations of 2-family homes and you know, just black excellence and high academic achievement? How come that's never the culture that is talked about when we have these conversations, right? It's always some dumb shit. Oh, he was wearing some jean shorts. Yeah, that's the black culture. He was wearing some Louis Vuitton jean shorts. He was wearing some construction boots standing in front of the corner store. He was dancing in front of the corner store. That's the culture you talking about. How come it's never no elite level, you know, high academic achievement type culture? It's never that. It's always some bullshit you talking about, bro. And I hate having these conversations because on the African continent right now, we already know what's going on in West and Central Africa, right? We got Africans on the continent right now doing economic and political battle with the Western powers, right? We've been talking about the latest coup in Niger that's happening, right? Where they overthrowing the government. They going back and forth. They about to go to war. You know what I mean? It's real life shit happening in the world, and you guys are arguing about construction boots and some Louis Vuitton jean shorts. You know what I mean? Like, Oshay, you're a clown. Oshay, you're a clown. Tariq Nasheed, you're a clown. Everybody that follows both of these men, you're a clown. You know, Africans on the continent, they're engaging in economic and political warfare right now against the Western powers. I've been covering it extensively on my channel. And you dudes are arguing about some Louis Vuitton jean shorts, some dudes wearing some construction boots, talking about he's biting off our culture. Well, guess what? When Burna Boy came to Haiti, we didn't have these conversations. We didn't antagonize Burna Boy talking about, oh, you biting off the Haitian culture. We embraced the homie. We embraced the big homie. A lot of you dudes, because you soft, you insecure, you a bitch, you get upset, you want to antagonize your brother because you feel of self-hate and insecurity, and we see right through you. And a lot of you dudes is grown men in your 40s and your 50s, got gray hairs going bald. You know what I mean? It's really a shame. It's really a shame, man. You know, I'm not gonna stay here too long. You a clown, Oshay, you a clown, and I'm gonna repeat it one last time. I need y'all to show me the evidence, show me the video of Burna Boy saying that African Americans don't have culture. And in fact, Burna Boy responded to this controversy a while back. He said this, take a look up on the screen. Months ago, Burna Boy went on his Instagram and he said, "It's sad to see that in 2023, there are still such black people who would prefer that we stay divided and conquered. Maybe it's my accent or something, but I never said that you are African and not American. I also did not say Africa is a part of heaven. You deserve all the land and the reparations that you want from America. And I'm 100% in support of that. All I've ever done is to try to make you understand that you have Africa too, that loves you. And I believe coming together as brothers and sisters is the only way forward for us black people worldwide. You work against the progress of our people worldwide if your goal is to keep us divided." Now, Oshay, you see how I did that? You see how I provided direct quotes and evidence and videos from Burna Boy straight out his mouth? I provided an article from an interview. I provided a video evidence of a videotaped interview before a performance, and I provided his statement on his Instagram directly, right? So I need you to do the same. I need you to show me where Burna Boy said that African Americans have no culture, and I'm gonna tag you in the video so your dumb ass see it. And if you can't provide it, I'm gonna need you to delete that video ASAP. I'm gonna need you to delete the video if you want any credibility left in black YouTube. You an old head, old 85-year-old in the face motherfucker. You damn near 40 years old, you were still going to school, so I know you definitely don't read at an adequate grade level. Because I don't know how you saw all this evidence. You ran to make a video without any documentation to back up your argument. So, you know, maybe you're not really the educated black man that you portray yourself to be. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Educated black man, nah. You talking about you in the field of science? You're talking about you're in the field of science, and you didn't even apply the scientific method to your research, bro. You're a clown. You're a joke. You chasing the ad dollars like a cheap prostitute. You're a clown, bro. Anyways, it's your boy Neferkari Desalegn back in the building. Yes, indeed. Cash App up on the screen, and I'm gone. Peace. These dudes is clowns, man. I'm sick of y'all. I'm out.
Reincarnated, I'm back in original fashion. I
left on a horse and came back in that ass, and I left with abundance and came back to famine. We used to be pyramids, now we be rapping. Look how the mighty have fallen. Used to be running, now we be walking. When you be cooning, that's when they applauded. Selling your soul, your sons and your daughter. Gotta come up in this shit, they stuck in the mix. Really, my heart it be breaking. That's why I'm stacking that paper and handle my business. Pass it down in generation. Talking about money and power and building a nation. That's a deadly combination. Never be watching the TV, they pushing agendas, falsifying information. Know they got malice intentions. Step in the room and I'm feeling the tension. Enemy watching, he blocking my vision. Pay for the check cause I need my redemption. Building my kingdom, I need it protected. Ready for war like a young Money Congo. Never decided the team is the motto. Up in the crib and I'm whipping up waffles. Up in the crib and I'm smoking gelato. I'm chilling, I'm taking my pain and make it ambition. I'm blessed by the gods, but I ain't religious. I came for the power, they came for the bitch. They making no hourly wage, I got business. This is an art and they could never be taught. Selling my soul, I can never be bought. Play with my money, I see you ain't caught. Run to the check and I do it for sport. Babylon falling, I go to the source. Packing my luggage and go overseas. Shorty be with me and she so at least. Shorty be chocolate, I'm calling her Hershey. Secret intelligence probably gon' murk me. Don't fuck with brands cause nigga I'm Haitian. Say the wrong shit and you're smacking their faces.